Hey, Eastern Front fans, it's Godlike Dennis here, and I'm joined by Cranial Wizard. Say hi, Cranny.
Hey.
And this is week one of News from the Front, a broadcast program to bring you all of this week's news from the Great Patriotic War tournament, hosted by easternfront.org. And as it is week one, hostilities have commenced, and the Axis Blitzkrieg is in full effect, racing through the heart of the Soviet Union. But brave Soviet soldiers are standing by to defend their land. And now, what this program will basically run through is we'll just give you an overview of what's the general picture of what's happened this week with who has won, who has lost, what's taken place, and then we'll give you some clips from our favorite replays of the week. So let's see what happened this week, Granny. What went on?
Well, the Axis had quite a successful blitzkrieg overall. We had quite some map shift going on. We had, for starters, we had the players Kuhl and Kleinberger attack on sector number 49, which is Karpikwe. And Kleinberger, who was playing for the Soviets, managed to pull victory there. Be some optimistic news for the
Always
Soviets.
A good start. I hope our program doesn't come across as Soviet biased.
Yeah.
We try to be as fair as possible.
We're trying to be moderates. Well,
was that the only win this week, or?
No, it was not. In Sector 39 on Langray, Sublime Yaos did not manage to pull off a successful blitzkrieg against the player Godlike Dennis.
Oh, I had no idea.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, I don't think it was all sunshine and rainbows, was it though? There were quite a few Soviet losses this week.
Yes, there were. In Sector 47, Snug attacked myself, and on the map wreck train, did not manage to pull through, and didn't end so very happy for me.
I saw that one. Your base was quite a wreck.
Yep. Won't spoil it too much for you guys. We'll have the replays posted eventually. Now let's see. On Lemberg, Sector 37, we had two Axis players attack there. We had Ashes in Your Mouth and Jerzyn PL go against Glimmerman 133 and Grunchak, or as we like to call him, the Ape Man.
The Ape Man. Yeah, I think this one was the most brutal game of the week, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. There was a lot of back and forth combat in this one.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
We actually reviewed this replay, and you'll see that one at the end.
Yep, this was a best of three, and unfortunately the Soviets couldn't pull one out, but it was quite a combat-filled map.
Yeah, it was definitely a valiant effort. They tried their best. I think there was one more game this week, or one more territory taken.
Yep. We have Sector 38 attacked by the Axis in a collaborative effort. Leading the battle was Sublime Seamus against Dark Reaver. And that didn't go so well for Dark Reaver. There was quite a intensive match that followed that, but won't spoil it for you guys. That's also upcoming.
Then I guess the second one was another Soviet win. That was Neostark repelling stealth attack, which was, it was an okay game. But I think Neo had it pretty comfortably defended.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the tiebreaker was not in the Soviet favor, and Axis pulled out the win between Droxlit and Soriety, I believe his name is.
You can say it's Certainty, I think.
Certainty. Oh, well, I like that better than Soriety. Certainty,
well,
that's a good one.
If we mess up names in the future, we apologize, people.
Yeah, please tell us where we go wrong.
Yep. So we don't mess it up later.
Have a quick view of the map, the changed map for the end of week one.
Alright. Here's the original map. And then here's where we stand at the end of round one.
There's far too much grey in that. I don't like it.
Well, not so much. Not so much of a change. Well, round two will follow soon, and that'll be where the Soviets have their chance to counterattack and get some battles in there.
Yeah, Axis better watch out, because we're coming.
Lock your
Alright,
back doors.
now I guess we'll move on to the replays of the week. Okay, guys, the first replay we have to review for you this week is a match between Simmers and Dark Reaver, and Simmers has decided to attack the territory of Brest, which is played on the map Ruins of Rowan, and it was one of the stacked games this week. So although it didn't decide the who would take the territory initially, it played a big part. And at the beginning, we saw Simmers go for lots of infantry and lots of cover-to-cover fighting. He really tried to stick to a lot of his green cover, and he even made a forward HQ from one of the really important buildings on the map, which I really liked, even though it was a bit abusive. And he upgraded it with healing, which was very lethal. And Dark didn't really know how to counter this too well. He eventually got a firebase to bring it down, but it took him a lot of effort to take it out, and it really gave Simmers an advantage early on. But Dark tried to do his best. He got a fast vehicle, first a T70, then a T90, and he was trying to push around the map. But Simmers had really great use of his anti-tank half-tracks, and he was able to tread brake a lot of them and stop them in their tracks. And then he also got a Jagdpanzer IV, which really put a stop to any sort of light vehicle attacks. Simmers had a very, very strong Panzer IV that got a very high level of veterancy, so it's a great thing to watch when that thing hits Vet 3. And then overall, Simmers sealed the deal with a Jagdpanther in late game. So it was definitely a very close game, tough to watch, but I think Simmers really played a very unusual playstyle, and Dark wasn't too used to it, and it led to a Simmers win.
Guys, well, the next game we're going to be reviewing is a game between Godlike Dennis and Sublime Yao's. And Yao decided to attack Lithuania in the middle of the Blitzkrieg. Represented on that map is Langre. There was quite a bit of cool combat in between the two of them, especially in the early game. Yao kind of caught Dennis off guard, but Dennis came back and managed to take out one of his folk squads early on. But then things kind of escalated there, you know. Molotov started popping out, and Dennis started to fish those folks out of cover, and by the time, you know, Yao got to T2, he had a pack out on the field, and Dennis went for a quick T90 rush. Very powerful fast armor there. Then once things escalated from there, it was just getting a bit harder for Yao to counter them. He got a bit of upgraded, you know, Vet 2 Grens, Med Bunker, a few Shreks here and there. But overall, I think the game changer was Dennis's arty. Once he built his firebase in the safety of his MGs, of course, he managed to annihilate quite a few squads from Yao, and a couple packs too. It was quite an interesting match to see. And overall, it was quite a game changer in the middle of the Blitzkrieg, as it set the Axis in a defeat in this one. It was quite a change of tone over the entire battlefield. So as a result, Dennis manages to retain Lithuania. It's quite an interesting battle to see.